Hi, my name's Ellie Torrez, and you are watching The Fan Carpet.
Why am I here? Why am I in this world? I almost feel like I was looking for a reason.
Lovely to meet you both. I know you've had a very busy morning, so I'll get right into it. We Are X is a fascinating story showing ex-Japan's rise and fall, following the brainwashing of your lead singer and eventual breakup of the band in 1997, and then the tragic loss of not one but two of your band members, and then the band reforming again 10 years later. Can you talk about how it feels to see that your story on the big screen?
It's like, did that things really happen? It's like some of the scene was almost too crazy to be true. So,
Absolutely.
I remember a segment of that, scene. But if we put everything together to 90 minutes or 100 minutes, just I'm almost like too crazy to be true. I mean,
Yeah.
I couldn't actually really stand up after watching the film the first time.
I know, I was blown away by it actually. It was very, very powerful and moving. Can you talk about your collaboration with Stephen and what made him the perfect choice to bring your story to the big screen?
When we were looking for the producer and the director, we wanted to find somebody who has great experience, also great sense, and then the most important thing was director who doesn't know about Japan. So because we want the director to finding out Japan as we film, so then Steve was the perfect choice.
It was a learning curve for you, of course.
It was, yeah. I mean, it's like a good part of that equation is being able to bring the uninitiated fan along. So, like you said, my journey of discovery through this process will hopefully be that of the uninitiated fan, someone that's never heard of them. They can experience it the way I experienced it, come out the other end, as obsessed as I am now.
Absolutely. How did you meet then? How did that collaboration happen?
It was through my producer, John Batsek. We've done a few films together. Yoshiki and his people contacted John. I do a lot of music films, so he'll generally bring these ideas to me. And it didn't take me long to jump on this. It was a real quick start. Just looking at the visual aspect of the band was really intriguing. And then just the few basic top beats of the story. Like you said, you cannot believe all of this happened to one band. So you knew that it was a too good to be true dramatic scenario.
Yeah, it's
you
a very
couldn't
special
believe
story.
it. Yeah, and it needed to be told in a really cinematic way, and it had so many ingredients that are so exciting to a filmmaker. And
For your side, but our side is like we're too sad to be true.
Too sad to be true, but
Yeah.
even just visually and all the ingredients are there, and it was a great collaboration because you gave us a lot of freedom to do what we needed to do, which is also really important.
I mean, my agent contacted John Batsek, who produced the Search for Sugarman. It's like an Academy Award-winning film. So anyway, so my agent approached me. We should create this documentary film. I said, there's no way we can do it because it's too, sad to open that door to our memory. So we had to find somebody. Anyway, but it took almost several years to even decide.
Mm-hmm.
So
and how did you feel watching that back? I mean, it's such personal things.
it was not easy.
No, I can imagine.
So, but they convinced me this film can save people's lives. This story, actually.
Yeah, it was so powerful, so powerful and moving.
Yeah, that's why we decided to do this project. Yeah.
You are such a multi-talented and fascinating person, and that just came across in every scene. After losing your father at such a young age, and then losing two band members who were so close to you and who you adored, do you ever think about your own mortality and how you would like to be remembered? It's a tough one.
I don't know. The story is still,
Evolving.
evolving. Yeah. After the film was shot, there are several incidents. One of the guitar player got really sick. I mean, almost like he was on the verge of death. But he came back 100%. It's like this another story there.
Absolutely. Part 2.
Actually, we were supposed to perform Wembley Arena almost
a year ago.
1 year ago. Because of the incident, guitar player was in ICU.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, so that's why we had to postpone. Then we were not 100% sure he's gonna come back, but he came back 100%. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's drama still going on.
When you spoke in your documentary about being frozen, is that something you'd consider if it became an option?
Frozen? I mean, when I was looking for when I was reading about the books about death, that was the most easy way. Also,
most
beautiful way.
Yeah,
because we care about the visual. Might as well just care about when we die as well, right? So because I mean, it's kind of gross, but hanging yourself, your body's gonna look really gross.
Yeah.
But I'm not really saying that people should how to die or anything, but just when I was reading about that kind of book, just
are you asking about him freezing himself so he can come back to life one day?
Potentially. I mean, Mel Gibson did it in Forever Young.
That's very interesting. Exactly. So maybe he's several hundred years from now, or maybe even 50 years from now, people can even reinvent that kind of thing, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. You've sold over 30 million records worldwide. So what's next for Ex-Japan? Maybe a part 2 to the film?
Part 2, this new album, I think, is the most important thing that's next.
We are about to finish recording the album, about to release the album, like first album in 21 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Japan never really debut, I mean, worldwide. So this is going to be our first album. And
you're performing in London, is that correct?
Yes. I mean, we are performing Wembley, this Saturday.
This Saturday. Yes.
Yeah.
That's very exciting.
Then hopefully with this album, we may do another world tour. So.
Because you're very popular in the States as well, aren't you?
I mean, we're still unknown, but we're getting there. Yeah.
A lot of my friends have heard of you. And I see you're still wearing the brace on your wrist. How are your injuries? Is it constant pain when you perform, or?
Yes, it's still very painful. But I've been seeing doctors. Then now I'm experimenting the stem cell research too.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah, it's supposed to recreate my ligament. So I just started doing that.
And are you able to rehearse and perform as much as you'd like to?
It's still painful, but I feel like it's less painful for some reason. Yeah.
Well, can I just say it's been an absolute pleasure to meet you both. You've done an amazing job with We Are X, and all our viewers at Fan Carpet and across the world, you need to see this film because it's incredible. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.